Good morning, everyone. Today we will be talking about breadcrumbing. So what exactly is breadcrumbing? It is when someone is no longer interested in you and they are leading you on, or if they have never been interested in you to begin with, but they keep leading you on. So why do people breadcrumb? Sometimes, like if it's a guy, it could just be that he's talking to multiple women and he wants to keep his options open. Or if someone is narcissistic, it could be that they enjoy the attention and the validation and they're not really thinking about the consequences or what it's doing to the other person. How you can tell if someone is breadcrumbing, one of the clues that I have personally observed, because it's happened to me, is in the way that they communicate with you. So if you're noticing a huge difference in the way that they text you, let's say in the beginning, they could say things like, I miss you, I can't wait to see you again, stuff like that. They send you endless texts, lots and lots and lots of words. And then you notice a drastic change. Something like, how are you becomes an HRU question mark. Instead of asking you, how is your day going? Would you like to get together? You end up getting a text like, what's up? Question mark. Or, hey! Exclamation mark. And their texts just become very, very different, or they just become very, very lazy. Another way to tell if you're being breadcrumbed is to look at the pace of the relationship. Let's say you have a normal relationship. You meet once a week for a date, and then it progresses to 2 dates a week. So that would be the healthy progression of a normal relationship. In a breadcrumbing scenario, you would see a change going backwards. Let's say you used to meet twice a week. That now turns into once a week, and then you don't hear from them for a couple weeks, and then they text you every now and then just to confuse you, and then they never have time for you anymore. So those are the things to look for. In my particular case, it wasn't so much a frequency. That was kind of my fault. I was busy working a lot of hours, so I told them that I was not available. But what I noticed was in the way they texted me. It just got lazier and lazier and lazier. It went from texts that were 50 words to texts that were 5 letters, not even a word. So that's the way that I figured out that there was something different going on, and that's when I looked things up and I realized that I had been breadcrumbed. And I did, in this particular instance, confront the person. I asked them, have you met someone new? That's totally fine with me. I completely understand if you've met somebody new. I'm fine being just friends. And we did meet up. We just acted like we barely knew each other. It was a lot different than our other dates. And when I confronted him, what he told me was, his exact response was, what? Question mark, exclamation mark, question mark, exclamation mark. Regardless what he said, and regardless of the reason why he's breadcrumbing me, I realized that he was. And I'll put a link below to an article that I read, and in the article they recommended blocking the person. I don't know if that's something that I'm comfortable doing, but what I am going to do in this situation is friend zone the person. They weren't a bad person, just for whatever reason they had a change of heart with how they felt about me, and that's fine. They could have met someone else. They could be just holding me on the side in case, like for a rainy day, as if I was their spare tire. And, some people may not be fine with that, and I really don't know if I thought that far about it. But what I plan to do is to just friend zone this person, and if they want to hang out, that's fine, but just know that they're just friends. And what I plan to do is move on. And it's going to be the hardest thing, I think, for a lot of people, is to realize that they have to go out into the world and start dating again and start seeing people again and start finding somebody else. But I think in the end, that's the healthiest thing to do. I don't think it's healthy to just sit at home and dwell about it like, oh, was it something that I said? Was it something that I could have done? Maybe if I changed my hair color, maybe if I changed my eye color, maybe if I wasn't so this or so that. And I think that if you've done your best as a person, there's really not much that you can do other than your best. And if this person isn't for you, then you have to find someone else who is for you, who gets along with you, who likes you just the way you are, who likes you as much as you like them. And that's really rare. You rarely have a scenario where, hey, I like you, you like me, oh, this is great. Normally, it's always the person that you don't really like likes you a lot more, and the person that you really, really like, they're kind of ho-hum about you. So it can be difficult to find somebody who feels exactly the same way that you do about them. I hope this video has helped, and if you liked it, please give me a thumbs up. If you have any questions or comments or any stories that you'd like to share with us, please post them in the comment section below, and I'll see you again next time.